What you're about to hear is going to absolutely infuriate you. And honestly, it should. Because after 23 years of blood, sweat, and tears, after carrying WWE on his back through the darkest times, after making WWE billions of dollars, this is how they're sending John Cena into retirement? Welcome back to WrestleScope, where we don't sugarcoat the truth. And the truth about John Cena's final opponent at Saturday night's main event in Washington, D.C. is something that's going to leave you speechless. But before we expose what WWE is really doing here, make sure you hit that subscribe button because what we're about to reveal is going to change everything you thought you knew about Cena's farewell tour. Let me paint you a picture. It's Saturday night's main event, Washington, D.C., the nation's capital. John Cena walks down that ramp for what could be his final televised match on a major WWE premium event. The crowd is electric. Generations of fans are watching. Kids who grew up with Never Give Up are now parents themselves. This is history in the making. And who does WWE choose to stand across the ring from the man who built modern WWE? Solo Sikoa. Yeah, you heard that right. Solo Sikoa. Now, before the comment section explodes, and before you think I'm disrespecting Solo, hear me out. Because this decision tells us something much deeper about what WWE really thinks about John Cena's legacy, and trust me, you're not gonna like it. Here's where this gets interesting and frankly insulting. John Cena announced his retirement tour. The wrestling world stopped. Every promotion, every wrestler, every fan started dreaming about the possibilities. Could we see Cena versus Roman Reigns one final time? The true tribal chief versus the franchise? What about Cody Rhodes, the man who finished the story getting his moment with the man who wrote so many chapters? Or imagine this, Gunther, the ring general versus the doctor of thugonomics. Pure intensity, pure wrestling. The intercontinental champion who's dominated everyone facing the man who's done it all. But no. WWE said, let's give him Solo Sikoa. And here's the part that should make your blood boil. This isn't even the real Bloodline. This isn't Roman. This isn't the tribal chief who main evented against Cena before. This is the Walmart version of the Bloodline, the Wish.com tribal chief. And that's who WWE thinks is worthy of John Cena's final major match? But wait, because here's where WrestleScope does what we do best. We dig deeper. We ask the questions nobody else wants to ask. What if this is exactly the point? Think about it. John Cena's entire career has been about doing what's best for business, even when it hurt him. The man took years of Cena sucks chants and turned them into symphony music. He put over Roman Reigns when Roman needed it. He came back to elevate the Bloodline storyline when WWE needed star power. He spent his entire career making other people look like $1,000,000. So maybe, just maybe, this final match isn't about John Cena getting his roses. Maybe it's about John Cena doing what he's always done, building the future by sacrificing his own moment. Solo Sikoa isn't Roman Reigns. He's not the tribal chief, but he's trying to be. He's a young guy trying to fill impossible shoes, leading a version of the Bloodline that everyone doubts. He's got Jacob Fatua, Tama Tonga, and Tongaloa, but nobody believes in them the way they believed in Roman's bloodline. And who better to give Solo that credibility than the man who's given credibility to everyone? Here's what's going to happen in Washington, D.C., and I want you to really visualize this. John Cena walks out. The music hits. The place erupts. Because even if you were a Cena sucks person, you know that man is a legend. Undeniable, untouchable, unmatched. Solo Sikoa walks out with his bloodline, and the crowd, they're going to boo them out of the building because they're not Roman, they're not the Bloodline, they're the pretenders, the knockoffs. The bell rings, and for 20 minutes, maybe 25 if we're lucky, John Cena is going to do what he's done for over 2 decades. He's going to tell a story. He's going to make you believe. He's going to have you on the edge of your seat thinking, maybe, just maybe, one more time. The 5-knuckle shuffle hits. The crowd loses their minds. The setup for the attitude adjustment, this is it. Cena's going to overcome the odds one more time. But then something happens. Maybe Tama Tonga interferes. Maybe Jacob Fatua delivers a devastating move. Maybe Solo hits the Samoan spike at just the right moment. And John Cena's shoulders are down for 3 seconds. The Bloodline stands tall. Solo Sikoa just pinned John Cena, and in that moment, whether you like it or not, Solo Sikoa becomes legitimate. He becomes a real threat, because if he can beat John Cena, he can beat anyone. And here's the controversial part that's going to have you typing furiously in the comments. This is exactly what should happen. I can already hear you. What? Are you insane? This is John Cena's farewell. He should go out on his back for someone who matters, for someone who's earned it. But hasn't Solo earned it? He's been carrying the Bloodline storyline since Roman left. He's been in the ring week after week. And more importantly, who needs the win more? Roman Reigns doesn't need to beat John Cena again. He's already the biggest star in WWE. Cody Rhodes is the world champion. Gunther has having a legendary Intercontinental Championship reign. They're made. They're established. But Solo, he's at that crucial moment where he either becomes a main event player or fades into being just another guy. And John Cena, the man who's built more stars than anyone in WWE history, knows this. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. This is disrespectful to Cena's legacy. He deserves better. He deserves a moment. And you're not wrong. Part of me is furious that we're not getting Cena versus Styles one more time. Part of me wanted to see Cena chase that 17th World Championship against Cody Rhodes and actually win it, tying Ric Flair's record before riding off into the sunset as a champion. But that's not who John Cena is. That's never been who John Cena is. This man walked away from WWE to become one of the biggest movie stars in the world, and he still comes back to do favors for the company. He doesn't need this. He doesn't need the money. He doesn't need the fame. He's worth over $80 million. He's a Hollywood A-lister. He could have said, "I'm done," and never looked back. But he didn't. Because John Cena understands something that most people don't. Legacy isn't about how you go out. It's about what you leave behind. Ric Flair's final match was against Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania 28, and it was perfect. But Ric Flair also wrestled for years after in TNA and on the Indies, and those matches didn't diminish his legacy. They just proved he loved this business too much to stay away. Stone Cold Steve Austin's last real match was against The Rock at WrestleMania 19. Perfect symmetry, right? Except it wasn't planned as his last match. He walked away injured and broken down, never getting the proper farewell. It took 19 years for him to get that moment against Kevin Owens. The Undertaker had multiple retirement matches, multiple final moments, because the truth is there's no perfect way to go out in wrestling. It's messy, it's emotional, it's complicated. So why Solo Sikoa at Saturday night's main event in Washington, D.C.? Because it's not about the opponent, it's about the message. John Cena is telling the UWE universe one final time, the future is more important than the past. Your moment to shine is more important than my victory lap. I'm going to put you over because that's what's best for business. And in Washington, D.C., the nation's capital, the place where decisions that affect millions of people are made every day, John Cena is making his decision. He's deciding that his legacy won't be about going out on top. It'll be about making sure the next generation has something to stand on. Is it the match we wanted? No. Is it the opponent we dreamed of? Absolutely not. But is it the most John Cena thing that could possibly happen? 100% yes. This match is going to hurt to watch, not because it'll be bad, but because it's going to be real. We're going to see John Cena, the man who kicked out of everything, who overcame every odd, who beat everyone from Edge to CM Punk to Styles, finally staying down for the 3 count. And when Solo Sikoa's music hits and the Bloodline stands over John Cena's body, half the arena is going to be in tears. The other half is going to be furious. Social media is going to explode and wrestling Twitter is going to have a meltdown that lasts for weeks. But in 6 months, maybe a year, when Solo Sikoa is main eventing pay-per-views and the Bloodline is the hottest act in wrestling, we're all going to look back at Saturday night's main event in Washington, D.C. and realize what we witnessed. We witnessed John Cena doing what he's always done, sacrificing himself to build the future. Is this the send-off John Cena deserves? That's for you to decide. Drop your thoughts in the comments right now. Tell me if you think WWE is disrespecting a legend or if this is the ultimate display of respect, letting Cena go out the way he wants, not the way we think he should. But here's what I know for certain. John Cena's legacy was never going to be about his final match. It was never going to be about going out on his back or going out on top. His legacy is every match, every superstar he elevated, every time he showed up when WWE needed him, every kid he inspired with never give up. Solo Sikoa might be beating John Cena at Saturday night's main event, but John Cena already won a long time ago. If this video got you thinking, if it made you mad, if it changed your perspective even a little bit, smash that like button right now, drop a comment below telling me your honest thoughts about Cena facing Solo. Do you think this is the right move? Are you furious? Are you emotional? Let me know. And if you're not already subscribed to WrestleScope, what are you waiting for? We bring you the real stories, the deep analysis, and the perspectives that nobody else is talking about. Hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell because we've got massive coverage coming for John Cena's entire farewell tour. Share this video with every wrestling fan you know. Text it to your friends, post it on Reddit, put it on Twitter, because this is the conversation the wrestling world needs to have. John Cena versus Solo Sikoa, Saturday night's main event, Washington, D.C., the end of an era and the beginning of another. This is WrestleScope, and we'll see you in the next one.